everybody. It's Ron Coughlin here. I'm just going to show you a little video that I put together related to a project that I have with Humber College in one of my classes. So I teach a marketing and special events course to the event management students at Humber College in the business school. And every year we teach them marketing and social media marketing and digital marketing. And you know, it's a great experience for these guys because I bring in lots of different guest speakers. One of them was Jason Hunt, who's a tremendous social media marketer. I bring in researchers. In the past, I brought in people like Angela Muzzo. And this year, I brought in Joe Amati from HotSpec. So at the end of the day, I try to make it a real practical experience for the students. And this course, I created a competition. So the competition basically is every year I'll bring in a different event, a big event in the city, and then they have to use all their skills they've used throughout the year to create a marketing program for them and an idea. And I created I actually have them create mini marketing companies or agencies, and they name themselves, and they have a lot of fun doing it. It's pretty stressful for them, but we do a big competition. They're usually groups of 3 or 4. In the 2 classes of about 40 students each, so 80 students total. I go through a process of doing coaching sessions with them, their groups, the 2 different classes. It's about a total of 18 groups I end up reviewing. They pitch to me, and this is usually done in class. I teach them how to tell a story, how to make an impactful presentation. And one of the things I use is a tremendous tool from Steve Jobs. So there's a great video out there on YouTube on how to present like Steve Jobs, and it is a really good tool for them. And when they use it, they become much better presenters and a better way of telling stories, which is really my thing at Branded. What's your story? Brand stories are no different than stories for individuals and personal brands, for example. Anyway, so I'm going to share with you the finalists. So this year we worked with TIFF. In the past, we've worked with the RBC Canadian Open and Bill Paul's group, and then we did that for about 2 years, which was fabulous. Before that, we worked with the Christmas market event, and we started this with the Pan Am Games initiative, and the actual students that won the competition got a job with them doing their program. So this year we did it with TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival. Claire and her team, Karen and John Wallace, they were all fabulous partners. We spent some time briefing all the groups, and we didn't normally we'd go down there and do a field trip. It was really exciting for the classes, but this year, obviously with COVID-19, we had to do it online, virtually. So we did it with Zoom, and we briefed them. From there, they went away and created ideas. They had a coaching session with me. From there, they presented on Zoom. I picked the top 3 groups from class 1 and the top 3 from class 2, and we ended up with 6 finalists. So this video I'm going to show you are the finalists. I'm quite proud of this because they did a fabulous job. So they'll be presenting. It starts with the beginning of the first presentation. It gets cut off, and then we can come back with feedback, which was an amazing experience for the students. Anyway, here we go. I'm glad you could join me today, and let me know what you think. Take care. Bye for now.
2020. Today, we will present our experiential engagement marketing idea under 3 ways: what, who, and how. What means our objectives, who is our target, and how is our strategies. So let's get started with Camilla, that she tells you all about our objectives.
So for our objectives, on a business perspective, our objectives will be to introduce first-time audience and increase the TIFF membership, whereas on a communications perspective, it will be to build awareness for first-time audience and publicize the event for young people because they don't know about the event as the older generation would.
That's right, Camilla. These objectives explain what we would expect to achieve in executing our experiential engagement marketing idea. Now, next up, let's talk about the target market. Tina tells you all about that.
So we are going to gather all the people. However, our strategies is we are more focused on the people who are between 25 and 40 years old because we believe that the young could have more energy compared to the old one. So it's easier for us to work with them. And furthermore, everything always had two-sided advantages and disadvantages. So talking about the young people, the benefit they could bring for us is they use social media effectively. However, they don't know what it is or who are they. For example, the first time in the class, Ron talked with us about the TIFF, but we don't even know what a TIFF is and what we're gonna do with TIFF. So we believe that the people, especially the young, should get knowledge about TIFF, talking about their own people. So the advantages, we think that some of them could have a little bit experience about TIFF, but they don't use social media a lot, so it's hard for us to work with them because they don't know how to use social media.
That's right, Tina. And at this point of our presentation, you know what is the nature of the problem and the opportunity. Also, who will be engaged in the development of our idea. But what does this mean? In other words, that our idea must be creative. We need to create an emotional connection with our target, stimulate purchase of tickets by the next generation of festival goers, and develop a positive perception about what TIFF is. But the question is how, of course. So let's move to talk about our strategies. Today, we are thrilled to introduce our 3 creative strategies. First is celebrities mentions, second is meet celebrities, and third is TIFF box. Let's get continue with Sonny that tells you all about the 2 first strategies.
Our first strategy is celebrities message. It's going to go by this. It's going to starting from August 3rd, the celebrities who are attending TIFF will put on their social media that they're coming. For example, if it's Lady Gaga, she'll post that, oh, I'm going to TIFF, come on too. That way she can promote her movie and also promote TIFF. We can get more ticket sales and that's how we're going to get more ticket sales and everything. She can promote her movie as well. Also, we have trivia games. For 8 weeks, we're going to have trivia games based on the movies, the authors, whatever we're going to play in the TIFF. The trivia games are going to have 1,000 limit each week, like 1,000 players can play the game. Each week, there's going to be winners. It can be any amount, 100, 200. In those hundreds, we're going to decide the top 10 earliest winners. They're going to win a TIFF merchandise that can include a t-shirt, a pillow, a water bottle, and so on. Each merchandise is going to be connected with the topic which they did the games on. For example, if they did it based on a movie Joker, then the pillow is going to have a Joker picture on it or a signature of the Joker, so on. Continue. Meet and greet your dream new festival. This is our term marketing message. It also connects with our strategy as well, our second strategy. Meet your celebrities. Every individual has a dream to meet their dream celebrities. It can be anyone. So we have a chance for them to meet them. The people who gets their tickets the earliest, known as the early birds, will have a chance to take a picture with their favorite celebrities and get an autograph as well. They can post these on their social media and hashtag us. That's how we, as I said, we're going to get more ticket sales. Now, Monica is going to talk about the third strategy.
So our third strategy is TIFF box. What is TIFF box? TIFF box is installation and performance work for choreographed actors. It is designed to capture the voice inside the box, and there are speakers built in around the box. This box is safe for the actors because there are holes for each box, so the actor inside is able to breathe. Each movie will represent movies at TIFF, for example, Parasite, Joker, Lina de Lima, Midnight Madness, or even gondola. And next, there's going to be an actor who imitates the role of Joker. The duration of this event is 2 until 7 p.m. For each box, there are QR codes that they need to scan. If they have scanned the code, they will get a 10% promo code that they need to use it immediately. If not, in 3 hours, it will be vanished. This is our trick to create a sense of urgency. In addition to that, they need to post a photo on Instagram of TIFF box that we have created with the hashtag TIFF box to win our unique merchandises, such as lovely pillow. So we pick 10 lucky winners that have the most creative and highest likes on Instagram. And next, we're going to have 5 boxes. These boxes will be located in 5 different strategic locations: Union Station, Eaton Center, Young and Dundas, Hyde Park, and Billy Bishop Airport.
All right. With these 3 cool strategies, that celebrities will send a message for joining TIFF. They inviting to buy tickets, promoting their movies. Also, that the target market that becomes member and being early birds, we have an incredible and extraordinary moment with famous people. Last but not least, people will enjoy 5 awesome TIFF boxes that will represent 5 top movies. It will entertain and attract new festival goers, by the way. So in conclusion, with these 3 extraordinary strategies, we will achieve our business and communication objectives, increase awareness and ticket sales for TIFF 2020. Now let's look at our budget. That is the last part of our presentation. Tina tells you all about that.
Yeah, about our budgets, we focus on 3 items. The first is social media advertisement. Next is tip box, and the third one is tip merchandise. So firstly, we are talking about social media advertisement. It's make up 1/3 of our budget. It's lookalike audience for young people. Around $20,500. Secondly, is tip box. We spend almost the money in this part. For the tip box, it costs us $4,400 per box, and we put it in 5 different places that Monica mentioned before. For 5 boxes, it costs us $22,000. We also hire the laborers and actors, videographer as well. For this part, it costs us $72,500. And the last one is tip merchandise. The guests could get the t-shirt, the idea of different color, or the cool messages like Sonny mentioned before, and the pillow, they could print it according to the top movies. The tip bag come with the tip logo, or they can get the mini light box or the bottle of water. So for this part, we spent $7,000, and for the total budget, it costs us totally $100,000.
Okay, that's all of our presentation today. Thank you.
Wait, Diana, there's one more thing that's really important.
Oh.
The matrix. So how do we determine and measure the success of our marketing strategy? So we do this in 3 categories: data analysis, engagement, and surveys. So for the data analysis, we would compare the statistics from last year's marketing scheme to this year's scheme to see if there's any similarities or differences to see if we improved or not. We also look through engagement, and engagement could be shown through the TIFF hashtag, which is TIFF box, to see if people actually participated in the TIFF box and actually enjoyed going out to these different locations and having fun seeing it. And then we look through comments, because the comments will help us learn what they thought of the TIFF boxes and how they enjoyed it. And then lastly, we'll do the surveys and customers, which gives us the feedback of how they believe the event went and their perspective, because we can believe the event went one way and then the event went a total different way. So learning the feedback from the clients will help us the most. And thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. All right, so I'm wondering if you guys from TIFF have any questions of the group.
The box, I just want to make sure I understand the idea. So it would be like a full size, like human box, right? And the idea with the actor would be inside it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Because from the picture, I thought it was like a small box. So then I saw
No.
at the last slide, it was like
It's a human-sized box.
yeah, like a human fish tank almost. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
want to make sure I understood the scale.
Yeah, maybe 2 meters, maybe, yeah, yes.
Yeah, no, that's good to know. Okay, perfect. I don't know if Karen or John have any questions. No, I think we're good.
Good. Karen was talking, but I can't.
Oh, Karen, did you?
There we go.
Karen, you're on mute. Oh, there. No, it's not working.
Hear ya.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I had a question about the TIFF trivia component. And sorry if I missed this, but was that going to be run through TIFF, or was that like the celebrities running the trivia component?
It will be TIFF who's going to be running the trivia games.
Okay, great. Thanks.
You guys good? Okay. All right, so thank you very much, guys. Well done. We are a little ahead of schedule, but that's okay. So the next group that is coming up is Adele, Sabrina, Georgie, and Manpreet. So you guys can start getting your presentation ready. And when you want to start, you just let us know, okay?
Okay. I'll start sharing my screen. Okay. Are we allowed to start early, or do you want to?
Anytime you like, yeah.
Okay.
Make it a slideshow to go though.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Can I start?
Nice.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. My group and I are here to present to you our TIFF idea, and we are presenting to you the granting the dreams of the film lovers. We will start by presenting to you our goals, our strategies, the target audiences, the objectives that we have, and how we decided to divide our allocated budget. So let's start with the goals. Our goals is to increase the number of TIFF members, and by that we will explain to you how we can increase it through our strategies that we will talk to you a little later. And we will want to raise awareness about what TIFF is, what are the films, the movies that that the TIFF hosted, and what TIFF is all about. And we want to get more first-time audiences to know what TIFF is all about and to get them experience TIFF. But before that, Manpreet, we're gonna tell you about the research that we've done to do our plans and strategies.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now, in our research, I'm going to explain about our objectives and problems. So, we did our research and we found that the number of the movie lovers goes down with the passage of year. But the big down we saw in the number of the teenagers. Like in 2012, the number of the teenagers who love movie is very high, but it goes down with the passage of years. Like in 2016, the number is very low. There are a number of problems, but as our research goes, the overall problem up to this date is the health condition, as we are know about the COVID-19. This crisis can affect our experiential activity, which is the cosplay in downtown and to the other Cineplex areas such as in Eaton Center. For all malls are currently closed. However, the opportunities that we can get are through social media platforms by continuously engaging and informing people about TIFF and promotional options. Through social media, we can freely engage with our target audience by feeding them premiered films from previous years and the promotions that we have. So that's all about our research. Now Dorji is going to explain about our objectives.
Hi guys, how are you? So regarding our objective, what we are thinking is to increase the number of the TIFF membership, because like if we increase the number of TIFF membership, we increase the number of people. That's why that's our main focus. And second is the new target audience. That will be the young generation of 25 to 45, because those are the people who really engage in watching movies and going outside of their home and do a lot of experiential things. That's why we have focused on such target groups. And we are also focusing on the first time audiences, because like for the first time audiences, they don't know what TIFF is. That's why we want to create a scenario where they can fill themselves in and where they can have their whatever they want to see on the TIFF and where they will know about what TIFF is about. That's why we are also trying to attract the first time audience. And then we want to raise awareness what TIFF is about, what's the main goal and the objective of TIFF, why the TIFF is here in Canada and what it does. That's what we are doing. And we are also thinking about the marketing TIFF around the GTA and also the sub cities like Mississauga and others, so the neighboring cities of the GTA. Because like if we can do that, then only our marketing strategy will completely will be like it will be success. Or else like only in GTA people are like they are not so focused regarding TIFF, because like GTA people they goes to TIFF, but like they don't pay that much in. All the TIFF members and all the TIFF, like whoever are attending there, they are out of the GTA mostly. That's why we are also focusing on the outside of the GTA. And so regarding the strategy and the target audience, Adele will talk from now.
Okay, so our target audience are the who. As stated from our goal and objectives, are one of our main target audience are the people or the young adults ages 25 to 45 years old and the first timers. So we focus on doing the 25 to 45 years old because mostly these are the people who use social media and these are the people who always look for something to do. So we decided to interact with them and then make them as our target audience so they can like influence other people who's the same age who'd never been to TIFF before and let them know about it. But we will tell you our strategies on how we can engage and connect with this target audience through our strategies that we're gonna talk to you about. So what is our strategies? This is the how on how we can like connect, create and market TIFF and within the 8-week span that we will market it. So our first idea is the everyday hashtags. We will use our social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to use these hashtags. So how does it work is that we will do everyday hashtags regarding the TIFF movies that TIFF has. Like for example, if we will do a Parasite movie, we will upload this trailer of the Parasite movie and change the subtitles, like encouraging the people to like go and see TIFF, watch TIFF films, and then we will create a special hashtag regarding the trailer that we post. For example, again, is the Parasite movie, since we all know that the Parasite is all about a low-income family who's trying different ways to get by each month. We will use the hashtag Wheel of Life. And then they will use this hashtag Wheel of Life in all of their form of social media regarding like they're excited, like talk about it and use this hashtag. And then we will use, they will tag us and then we will get the first 5 people who use this hashtag for all of their social media accounts and tag us, and then they will get the free VIP tickets. So our next the VIP tickets. So what is a VIP ticket? So as stated before, it is a promo. It's like a promo or like what they get when they use the hashtags, and we only give it to the 5 people who every day that we post. 5 people is gonna get a VIP tickets, and how it works, they're gonna have a VIP pass or the VIP badge that they can show to any people in the front saying that I have a VIP pass, so they can use this VIP pass to go backstage or to see the favorite character on the film that they want to see. And then also, they can also get a 15% discount on the snacks that they want to purchase on that day. This VIP tickets, they can only use it one time because we're doing it every day. And then another strategy that we're gonna use is the gold pass, the golden pass. If you are like a member of TIFF, you're gonna get this kind of ticket, which is the golden pass for all access to membership. And then it is available for everyone. You're gonna get a golden ticket or a golden card too, as a sign as like a seasonal pass or something. But this one is like a yearly one. So the way it works is like you're gonna show that gold card to anyone in front, and then you're gonna use that golden ticket to avail your free film movies on the span of September 10 to September 20. And then you're gonna get a 25% discount on TIFF concession and shop. And then you can also use the card to say that to show the other people that you're a TIFF member, and then you can use the all TIFF amenities for a year. And then one more thing we're gonna do for our target audience, which is the first timers, we're gonna give them a 20% discount for their first avail tickets so that they can get a cheaper price of the ticket and experience what TIFF is. But not only that, we can, Sabrina's gonna tell you about our experiential activities and how we can connect and engage more to our target audiences around the GDA.
Okay, so I will be explaining cosplay and how we'll be using it in our methods. But before I start explaining how exactly we'll be using it, let me just explain what cosplay actually is to those in case they don't really know. So cosplay is a portmanteau of the word costume play, and it's a performance art in which participants called cosplayers wear costumes and fashion accessories to represent specific characters. Now, many people may think cosplay is just for anime or cartoon characters, but cosplay is done in many, many ways. For example, a way we'll be representing cosplay is, as said before, we'll be using Parasite as an example. And we would dress up as maybe one of the main actresses or main actors from Parasite, and we would go to downtown and try to interact with everybody who's just passing by. For example, like if people going to work or just going to hang out with friends, we would try to quickly get to them and try to interact with them and tell them all the great things that are happening at TIFF, what they can expect at TIFF. And another way we interact with people is by going to the 5 most popular cinemas. And as people go in and out and buy their tickets, we would ask them what their favorite movie is, or have they ever been to TIFF, if they would ever like to go to TIFF, and we would explain all the great things that would be happening there. Another way we would interact with people is virtual red carpet. Now, a virtual red carpet is exactly what you may think it is. We would be going downtown and letting people try on our virtual reality goggles, and they can see what it's like to be walking down the red carpet, to see what it's like to be in the glitz and glam. They can also see what it's like to be standing beside their favorite actor or an actress, what it's like to get their pictures taken, what it's like, and that whole rush of a moment. And it's a great way to interact with all. And we will be going to, again, as I said, with the cosplay, we'll be going to the 5 most popular cinemas in Toronto and asking people if they would like to enjoy and try it on. And it downtown Toronto, like Nathan Phillips Square, and we would make them see what it's like, try to engage with them and just have a fun, great time. Now I will pass it on to Dorji, and he would explain about budgeting.
Okay, so regarding the budget, we have been allocated with the $100,000. So out of that, we have made a two segment for the budget. So the first segment is the 70%, sorry, the 70% of the budget, which is around 70,000, and the remaining is the 30,000, which is as a backup money. So why we separate this money first thing? 70% and 30%. 70% is our expenses. Whatever you want to do, we use the 70%, and 30% that's our backup money. If we start out of the 70%, so after that, then only we'll start our 30% money. So from the 70% money, what we have done is the first 28% of the budget. So that 28% of the budget is the same networking way which TIFF usually do, the way they do the marketing, like the putting the hoarding board on, like on the King Street and bus advertisement, whatever they do, the usual thing. That's the same type of marketing. That's why we have allocated 28% of our budget for that. And then we have allocated the 15% budget for our cosplay, which is very essential. And on the cosplay only, we have allocated the same budget for the virtual carpet because like it's not that expensive. So, and then the remaining 15%, which it shows, is for our social media platform, because like for the cosplay and the virtual media to be success, we need to have a lot of advertisement. So for the lot of advertisement, we have allocated 15% of our budget for that. That's why. So for the cosplay and whole thing and the social media, overall it will be 30%. And for the 5%, we have allocated budget for the online advertisement, like blogging for those, or else like the YouTubers, they want to act as a TIFF member and they do a lot of like social blogging and put it on the social media platform and put it on the YouTube. And that's why we have allocated 5% of our budget on the social media advertisement. And then 2.5% is for our promo codes and discount, because like people mostly they think about the discount, mostly they think about the promo codes, mostly they only see for the sales. And that's why like we have allocated 2.5% of our overall budget for the promo code and discount. Then another 2.5% of our budget is for the increasing advertisement location, because like only in GTA marketing is not that effective. So we want to increase the location out of the GTA, like on the neighboring cities. That's why we have allocated 2.5% of our budget for the next advertisement. And the last 1% is for the email, because like e-blast inclusion is not that effective for some people, because like most of the people right now, they use the social media, but still there are some few people who don't use the social media, who only seeks for the email, who only use the email as a source of like contact. That's why we have allocated 1% of our budget for those people who don't use social media. And that's why we have allocated budget like this. So out of all this 28, 15, 15, 5, 2.5, 2.5 and 1, that is almost around 70,000. Is almost around 70,000, not 70,000 also. But still, if we are lack of money, then we'll use the 30% remaining money. That's how we have allocated the budget. So after this, Manpreet is going to speak about the final inclusion and the measure of success. Thank you.
That's all about our presentation. So we will evaluate the success of this event through two ways, like through the number of the attendees from this year as compared to previous year, also by the number of the followers in our social media platform and the number of the new members added this year on TIFF. So these are the ways in which we evaluate our success. Thank you so much for your time.
And that's how we grant the dreams of the film lovers. Hope you enjoy it, and thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, guys. Good presentation. Okay, so are there any questions, my judge panel members from TIFF?
That was great. Thank you. I'm actually making some notes throughout the both like all the presentations. I'm going to just sort of like, I'm seeing some themes here and some really interesting ideas that I want to sort of address at the end of everything. I think that would probably be easier. But for this particular presentation, I would love to know about where the VR experiences were going to be. You mentioned like taking it out in the streets, but I didn't quite understand where it was going to. Were there strategic locations you were going to put that at?
So yeah, we're going mainly downtown from King Street and University, and then we're also doing it from the cinemas that we're going to. So during when we were in the cinema, we will have the cosplay and the VR going together. So while like we were doing the costume or the cosplay, there's some section from the place that's doing the VR where like they can wear VR and show like go to a red carpet and walk on with their favorite celebrities at the same time as say it is the same time it's our way of saying that we can communicate and engage with people by showing what the movies are and how you can meet your idols or your favorite celebrities through virtually.
Yeah, I like the idea of the VR headset because nowadays it's not actually that expensive to do. So that's an interesting one for sure. Karen, John, do you have any questions?
I just had a question about the everyday hashtags portion of it. So was the idea that we would play you would play the trailers and then you would sort of change the subtitles to actually be talking about TIFF?
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of like a play on the subtitles and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. And then for the everyday hashtags, you mentioned like Wheel of Life. Is the idea there to get sort of the TIFF conversations in other sort of Twitter conversations in popular hashtags that wouldn't normally be attributed to TIFF?
Yes. So
Okay.
it's like about TIFF too, but like about what are the films that TIFF hosts to. Like if you are hosting the Fireside, the Joker and everything. So we will like do the trailer about it and talk about it, then tag us about it too, like using the hashtags that we created. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Good job, guys.
Any other questions? Karen, do you have a question at all?
No, no questions for me.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks, guys. All right, so our next group is a 6 o'clock group, but you guys can start anytime you're ready. Give you some time to load and get ready, and then you just let us know when you want to start. And the next group is Alyssa, Christine Song, Chantry, and Callie, and Mackenzie Walker. You guys ready to get it on the screen there? Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Sorry about that.
Okay, hello everyone. So the Toronto Film Festival is one of the most amazing events to go to, and we aim to bring more people together to share their love of movies. Today we bring to you the Friendship Campaign, bringing people together. My name is Alyssa, and let me get you started on our journey. As a team, we are striving to attain sustainable growth for TIFF, both during the peak of the festival and our regular season. Our job is to effectively excite potential clients and widen our reach through new and innovative marketing ideas and objectives. Our plans are to build new friendships with our clients and shape positive attitudes towards TIFF. Now to pass it on to Mackenzie.
Hello, I'm Mackenzie, and I'm going to talk to you about some research we looked into starting with our goals. We looked into wanting to find a new younger generation of people or those who've never been to TIFF before. We plan for them to enjoying their first time so much that they continue coming to TIFF to enjoy it. Our target market audience would be new diverse groups, target ages around 25 to 35 years old. The digital representation mostly revolves around Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And as for competitors, during TIFF festivals, Cineplex is viewed as a partner, as TIFF will rent Cineplex venues and hold movie viewings. On the other hand, during the festival times, Cineplex will hold their own events throughout the year and as therefore viewed as competitors. So next slide. Our target audience, we've selected new people being introduced to TIFF, ages mostly around 25 to 35 years old, movie lovers, and anyone we can engage with on social media. Choosing this age range, we give ourselves a higher percentage of social media users that could share TIFF content with providing a wider reach of an audience. Targeting those with a strong influence with their peer groups on social media means more chances of providing future clients for TIFF, both as foot traffic and as web traffic. Plus, majority of people in general feel rewarded when their ideas are heard and agreed upon. With that in mind, we decided that a way to get more customers would be for the public multiple chances of recognition through social media of TIFF itself. Next slide. So some key strategies we use as social media marketing would be obviously social media and video ads of any online sites related to TIFF. We would start promoting our events right away by gradually showing hints like Easter eggs. As the events get closer to the dates, we would release more content exactly revealing exactly what the customers can gain by becoming a member of TIFF. With showing little by little, we build up the anticipation of the grand event and what the prizes are. And with the idea to create videos, we would use Instagram every week to 2 weeks, giving more insight of what to expect from TIFF. And our main goal of these strategies is for people to look at it and want to share with their friends or family as something they can all do together. And as for communication, in our next slide, our best way to promote would be word of mouth. You can tell anyone, starting with friends, and they can go online to the website to view details and share with other friends. Those who follow TIFF on social media who already have a TIFF membership with a valid email will receive information to them personally with a link that they can use to send them to the event promote site, creating that more web use promote. And with that, I will lead you to Christine.
Christine, unmute your mic.
I'm sorry, guys, just let me restart. So based on our analysis, we have developed a year-round passport program, and the customers that participate in each event or competition will earn points. The points earned could be used at any time towards purchasing a TIFF event ticket, TIFF merchandise at the TIFF store, or redeeming free samples from TIFF sponsors. And customers could also accumulate the points to the end of the year and use the points to apply for discount of TIFF membership or their membership renewal. Next, please. And there are 2 phases in our campaign. And phase 1 focuses on attracting new customers to TIFF. And this will run like before the TIFF 2020 from August to September. And we will hold 2 online competitions via social media. And phase 2 is with the aim of keeping people connected and engaged with TIFF year-round events, and will be a combination of online and offline activities, and it's actually running throughout the year. And the leaderboard featuring the top 20 TIFF Passport Program players will be shown on TIFF's website and their Facebook page as well. And next, I'll pass it to Callie to introduce our phase 1 activities.
Okay, so for activities, we have 2 activities we're trying to do. We've got the social media dare as well as our parody posters. I'm going to be talking to you here about our what we're calling our social media dares, and I'm just going to discuss the goals, the prizes, and lastly the rules. So for our rules, It's really simple. We just have our 5 rules here for the dare, which are like and follow our page at TIFF. Or sorry, like and follow the TIFF page. Take a picture with our TIFF ad, tag us, use our hashtag. We're using hashtag TIFFDare, and then tag 2 friends to do the dare next. For our goals, by using these trends of social media challenges, we are encouraging TIFF fans to go out and take pictures incorporating TIFF, and then challenging a friend to gain attention and engagement, as well as exposure through multiple shares.
Ali, I'm sorry to bother you. Your presentation is not on the screen any longer. You know what happened? Not to worry, take your time. Just put it back on the screen again.
I believe Shantrea is frozen.
Oh, she started sharing again. Okay.
Okay.
Not to worry, guys. Don't worry. This is technology.
Can you see it? Because I can't see it.
It says it's starting screen sharing.
I think my laptop's frozen.
Okay, I'll share my screen. Just one moment.
Okay, thank you.
Can you guys still hear me by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Then thank you, Christine.
Chandra, can you stop sharing your screen before I can start sharing?
No, it won't let me click anything.
Christine, I'm going to do something, and then I want you to share your screen. So just wait a second.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hold on. Okay, try now. It should work now.
Okay. No, it still says I cannot share my screen.
Okay,
well,
so
yeah.
entry, you may have to log out.
Let me restart. Yeah.
Log out and come back in. Okay, and
Okay.
you guys continue along. Okay. This happens this time of night. Everybody starts using the internet. So. Did Chantry leave? I'm gonna kick her out. I'm gonna put her in the waiting room and then I'll bring her back in. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. I'll put her back in.
It shows for me Shantrea Kim has started.
Okay, can you try again now?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Yay. Okay.
Christine, I was on the goals. I'll just repeat the goals quickly, and then before I go.
Okay. Yeah. So this page is good.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. The next one.
Next 2.
Sorry, just give me 1 second. Yeah.
Okay, and then one more, and then that's the page I'm on. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, take a deep breath and you can go.
Yeah, so by using the trends of social media challenges, we are encouraging TIFF fans to go out and take pictures incorporating TIFF, and then challenging friends to gain attention and engagement as well as exposure through multiple shares. By doing this, TIFF followers are entered for a chance to win prizes such as gift cards. These gift cards will be from our sponsors such as Chanel, L'Oreal, and even Visa, each worth $50. Also, each participant will receive 10 points towards their passport program that Christine mentioned earlier. Next, I'm supposed to be introducing Shantrea. I don't know if she's back yet, though. If she's not, I'll continue for her.
I did let her into the group, but I don't see her. Okay, you can continue then. No problem.
Okay. So she said, now we can't forget our animal friends. As they say, a dog is a man's best friend. How many of you have a pet at home? Probably a lot of you. And if you don't, how many of you love seeing that dancing ferret pop up on your Instagram page? I know I do. Something I'm sure we all have in common is our love for animals and our pets. With the pet parody poster contest, we want to combine our love for movies and our pets into one. Let your creative side take control and make some pet-inspired movie posters. Today we'll go through the rules of the contest, our goals and achievements, and what you can win. So what are our steps to success? The first step is choosing a movie poster to unleash your imagination on. Select any movie poster that will be featured in TIFF 2020 and find your inspiration, either your pet or any animal you love. Next step, step 2, we want you to let your creativity take the reins and explore all the possibilities. The objective is to create a twist on our featured film poster by introducing your pets. Once you've completed your poster, the next step is to submit your poster on our voting platform. Last but not least, you need to vote for your favorite pet poster. The top 5 pet posters will be rewarded and also showcased. So here are some possible outcomes Shantrea had made, just in case you wondered what Lily Reinhardt would look like as a Chihuahua. The possibilities are endless and definitely going to be amusing. So what we want to achieve from this. We want to use the common love of animals to give our TIFF lovers a chance to show off their creative skills and their furry friends. We aim to build better relationships with our followers and make relationship with new friends of TIFF. We want to help boost our brand awareness by spreading our contest around through multiple shares. We want to create a positive attitude and build our brand to welcome more people and show that TIFF wants to make friends, even the furry kind. So for our prizes, the first prize will receive a cash prize of $200, as well as 2 year-long memberships to TIFF. We want you to make friends and bring your friends. So this way you can enjoy your membership with your friend or family member. The second prize will be 2 memberships as well, again, to invite a friend to enjoy the rewards. Our third and fourth prizes are $50 gift cards to any of our sponsors mentioned earlier. And our 5th place prize is a free gift from the TIFF gift shop. On top of that, every participant will be gaining 10 points towards their passport program, which can be later redeemed or saved for the bigger rewards at the end of the year. And then I'm going to pass it back to Christine to talk about her phase 2 activities.
So for our phase 2 activities, the first one is the TIFF Bell Lightbox year-round event. And the rule is very simple. Every time participants attend a TIFF event, they could receive 50 points. The more events they attend, the more points they will receive. And if they post the event on their social media channel, they could earn extra points. And each post with 50 likes could earn them 20 points of bonus. And the next one is the quarterly quiz competition. And was the goal to encourage people to learn more about TIFF and also their movies. So each quarter, there will be quizzes released via TIFF social media channel and invite people to participate in winning points. The format is likely to be a Kahoot quiz. The question will be about TIFF history and the rewarded movie. For each correct answer, participant will receive 10 points and the top 10 players will get extra points. So finally is our TIFF Party Madness Red Carpet Walk. So this was the goal of TIFF participants engaged with the TIFF events throughout the year, and only the top 10 players of the Passport program will be qualified to enter the game. The top 10 players are the true lovers of TIFF. They participate throughout the year, accumulate the highest point, and they have the best knowledge of TIFF. So they deserve a recognition from TIFF. So how it works, on the day of TIFF party, the top 10 players will gather on King Street, and there will be TIFF staff walking randomly on the street. The first of 3 players who are able to identify a TIFF staff will be offered to walk on the TIFF party red carpet, and they can also invite a friend to walk with them and attend the party. And TIFF will provide dresses, shoe rental, makeup as well. And next, Alisa will introduce about our budget.
Now, taking a look into the budget, our budget includes expenses for our social media advertisements like Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Also includes prizes for our activities, the red carpet, and TTC advertisements. Our overall given budget was $100,000, and in total, our group would only use roughly around $92,826. It leaves us with $7,174 in case of emergency or any extra final touches. We wanted to add, the totals are based on 2 or 3 months of advertising. As you can see, our social media platforms take most of our budget, which makes sense because social media is the most popular and common way to advertise and influence people. Finally, looking into how we will evaluate and measure our success, we could effectively use hashtags on social media, create QR codes on all media printing to track traffic, obtain insights and analysis from all paid and unpaid promotion sources, and lastly, use the calculations from our return of investments. Now let's go make friends at TIFF.
Thank you for watching our presentation.
Thank you very much.
Sorry for any technical difficulties.
Thank you.
Very good. Nice touch at the end, guys. Yeah, don't worry about the technical difficulties, okay? Do you guys have any questions?
I don't have any specific questions. I like that you guys answered the bonus question of like how to engage year round, which is great. I liked the sort of engaging of the partners that we have at TIFF, because I think that's a big area that is sometimes overlooked. So that was a good way to integrate them into your plans. Karen or John, do you guys have anything else?
No, I agree with what you said, and I liked how your pets were featured in the end. And like Ron said too, technical difficulties happen all the time at our offices and all previous jobs, so don't worry about it.
Thank you.
All right, John, you're good? Okay. All right, so thanks, guys. Our next group is 625 group, which is Madison, Danielle, Sarah, and Caitlin and Olivia. So you guys can get it all ready. Just take your time. Don't rush. We're ahead of schedule. We're 20 minutes ahead, which is great. So just get it all ready to go. And when you're ready, let us know. We can start then.
Hi, Ron.
Hi.
Hi, Ron.
Hi.
Caitlin, you're coming from Vancouver, right?
Yes, I am.
Very good.
Okay, you guys ready? Everybody ready?
We're
Okay.
good.
Yeah. Oh,
Good.
I'm just going to. Okay, welcome. My name's Maddie, and this is our experiential marketing campaign for the Toronto International Film Festival. So first off, we would just like to thank you for allowing us the opportunity to share our ideas with you and have the chance to work with one of the largest and most prestigious festivals in the world. You have asked us to create an engaging and exciting new marketing campaign with the hopes of bringing in a new and eager target audience for your festival. Today, we're going to tell you about the experiential engaging marketing program that we have created for the Toronto International Film Festival. We have done this through extensive research, planning, execution, and evaluation of its potential success. So we're going to begin with Caitlin and our research process.
Okay, hi, so my name's Caitlin, and I'll just be going into some detail about the research that we did. So I know that you already know what TIFF is, since obviously you all work there, but we have done a lot of research on your festival, and I just would like to explain what we know about TIFF in order to set up our understanding of an experiential marketing program that meets your needs. So to start off, I would like to identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for the Toronto International Film Festival and attempts to bring awareness to the positives of your festival and some problems or weaker areas that can affect the promotion aspect of the event. So obviously there are many strengths in relation to your festival. A major unique aspect of this is how large it really is. Unlike other festivals like this, due to its size, it allows hundreds of thousands of people from the general public to attend. Whereas other festivals like Cannes in France is only open to 30,000 accredited film industry professionals. It is also vastly cheaper than other film festivals, enabling practically anyone interested in going the opportunity to attend. TIFF is the unofficial kickoff of movie season, adding another element to the excitement factor around this large event. The festival also has programs many of the last decade's Oscar Best Picture winners, which creates more buzz around your festival and ultimately a more positive connotation of it. A major area of weakness that we noticed is the weaker online presence that TIFF has just in some areas. If you search up TIFF on Instagram with an account that has not clicked on the page before, we noticed that it does not show up. We were searching for a long time before we could actually find it. Generally, a lot of people curious about things nowadays look it up on Instagram to see more pictures of what it actually is and so on. Therefore, this difficulty in finding their page is not great for bringing in a newer audience. However, a great platform you do have is Twitter, which has hundreds of thousands of followers and is so great because the age groups of people you would attract are of all ages, as Twitter is very popular to no specific age group. Another problem with TIFF is the higher volume of movies showing during the festival. It is only a 10-day event playing hundreds of movies. With all the screenings, no outlet can review every movie, so some will get way more hype and recognition than others, which sort of defeats the purpose. I believe that maybe there just needs to be more time and consideration taking into this process of selecting what will be shown, as some films that deserve more recognition will not become noticed if they do not have big name actors in it. The vast amount of films can also be overwhelming to some consumers, resulting in possibly a lesser market if they almost feel they don't want to deal with the anxiety of it. So how do these opportunities and problems relate to the promotional aspect of the festival? Social media is a huge factor in marketing today, as the market is ever changing and growing, as well as that media outlets in general are a huge way to help promote festivals and can bring more consumers in for the upcoming years if they are positive. What I'm trying to get at is that TIFF should think about focusing on smaller amount of movies, enabling outlets to really give a positive feedback on a wider range of the festival's releases. In addition to that, also focusing a lot more into the social media aspect, like especially Instagram. to continue to create a bigger and greater buzz around this exciting event. I will briefly be explaining about the target market relating to TIFF. So TIFF has quite a large target market, as was stated before, ranging from people in their early 20s to 60s. Therefore, the digital targets they represent range across all platforms. In order to reach all of the desired markets, being strategic with advertisements that are put out and where they are promoting them. The content posted on Instagram may be different from that of which they would post on Facebook or Twitter. Paying attention to the demographics they're reaching is very important in order to understand what needs to be done. Lastly, competition is something else to pay close attention to in relation to marketing. One of the main competitors of TIFF is the Sundance Film Festival, taking place each January in Park City, Utah, Salt Lake City, and the Sundance Resort. It is the largest independent film festival in the United States. So obviously this year, Sundance is a huge competitor for TIFF, more so than other years due to the current COVID situation. As Sundance will be held in January, it is far more likely that it will not be canceled or affected because of this pandemic. In general, Sundance films do better domestically, but TIFF does two things that Sundance does not. It functions as a worldwide market, and it is a frequent must for awards buzz films, which shows its strength in comparison. So next, Maddie will explain about our experiential marketing idea.
So now we're going to tell you about our big idea for the TIFF Experiential Marketing Program. So the program that we have created for you is a photo contest called Pitch the Plot, and here's how it works. So we created a contest period from July 1st to July 31st, which is a 30-day period, which allows people to hear about the contest, create their submission, and put in their entry. In order to be eligible, you must be a legal resident of Canada, and you must be of legal age in your province at the date of your entry. And our contest is not open to any employees, representatives, or agents of the Toronto International Film Festival. So here's how it works and how to enter. There's no purchase necessary. To participate in the contest, you must complete all required fields and submit your entry as instructed at any time during the 30-day contest period. The requirements for the Pitch the Plot contest include making a post on Instagram and Twitter with the hashtags TIFF and hashtag Pitch the Plot, and you must tag at TIFF_net. You must submit a post of a plot or feature length or short film that you would like to produce or direct for a chance to win one of 3 amazing prizes. So we're trying to put this out to maybe amateur or filmmakers, people like that. You'll receive 1 entry for submitting your post on Instagram and an additional entry for submitting your post on Twitter. Entries properly submitted for the Pitch the Plot contest will be included in a random draw. So there's a limit of 2 entries per person during the contest period. So 1 entry on Instagram and 1 entry on Twitter. Your Instagram and your Twitter account must be set to public in order to be eligible. If it is discovered that you have attempted to enter the contest with more than 1 username, or that your account is not set to public, then in the sole discretion of TIFF, you may be disqualified from the contest and all of your entries will be voided. Your entry will automatically be rejected if it is not fully completed. So it doesn't have the 2 hashtags Pitch the Plot and hashtag TIFF, and it's not tagged at TIFF_net, or if you had submitted it outside of the 30-day contest period. So we came up with 3 prizes, so first, second, and third place prize. So there's 1 grand prize available to be won, and that consists of a chance for the winner to receive 20 to 25%, which we believe is a negotiable percentage, for their film budget. So if they submit a plot, then you'll provide them with a percentage of their funding to actually create that film. They'll also receive a chance for them and 4 friends to attend TIFF 2021 and a chance to network with industry professionals at TIFF. The second place prize will just consist of you and 4 friends attending TIFF 2021 and a chance to network with industry professionals. And the third place prize will be just for them and 4 friends to attend TIFF. Every person who enters the contest will receive a discount code for 15% off a 2021 TIFF individual membership. and will send a promotional code to their direct message. So this will help entice more people to want to enter the contest. And then there'll be a draw held for the winner around 10 days after the contest, so maybe around August 10th. 3 entries will be selected from the pool of eligible entries to receive 1 prize each. And Danielle will now show you an example of what we would like this to look like on the social media platforms.
Hi, so my name's Danielle. I'm just going to show you an example of what the post may look like. So to your left here is an Instagram story. So as you can see, they have the hashtag TIFF, hashtag pitch the plot, and they also have tagged at TIFF_net. And where we have the description of the contest, that's where they would post their submission of the plot. And then to the right, it's still on Instagram, but this one's an actual post. So again, the picture is where they can post their plot, and they can also put it in the caption. And then at the bottom there, if you can see it, they still have the 2 hashtags, hashtag pitch the plot, hashtag TIFF, and then tagging at TIFF_net. And then we also have an example for Twitter as well. So again, you have the submission of your plot there, hashtag TIFF, hashtag pitch the plot, and tagging at TIFF_net. And as you can see, I have the same account name under both Twitter and Instagram. So Danielle Romani, that way you can link up to each other. And as you know, a lot of planning goes into events. So Olivia is just going to elaborate more on the planning aspect of it.
Okay. Hi, my name is Olivia, and I will be explaining the planning for this project. So there are both business and communication objectives, which include factors that we wish to achieve in executing this experiential engagement marketing program. So the first business objective is targeting new customers. The idea that we have come up with is designed to attract new customers and get them to participate in our photo contest, Pitch the Plot. We are trying to market as best as we can so we can spread awareness and obtain as many new customers as possible. With more and more people familiarizing this event, it will lead to the next business objective, which is increasing sales. The more TIFF is marketed, it will result in sales increasing, whether it is an existing or a new customer. The more people who are aware of the event are going to be the reason that the sales will increase. The last business objective is marketing the event. This is the objective we think is the most important because without marketing an event, the event wouldn't be nearly as successful than if it was marketed. By marketing an event, you are informing others all about your event and encouraging them to attend and spread awareness. Next is the communication objectives. Enhancing relationships with customers is always important because when associations create strong relationships with their customers, it leads to loyal clients in the future. Positive reviews are passed on to others, and this is another way for sales to increase. Relating to customer relationships, it is also important to maintain your existing customers. Having customers who are existing and loyal to your business has many benefits to it. Advantages to having existing customers is that they will most likely be your most loyal customers since they are so familiar with your company. Also, customers who are set on giving their business to your company are the customers who will market your business to others. They will tell people they know and they will spread positive feedback. For the target, the people who will be engaged in the development of an experiential engagement program for TIFF is any film producer or director. The contest that we have come up with is trying to get people to come out and enter the contest. A goal of ours is to try and get more people to attend TIFF, and we are trying to attract new people and getting them to become more knowledgeable about the event. This will make them want to attend, enter the contest, and also market TIFF to others. The nature of the target is more of an opportunity rather than a problem. We are giving people the opportunity to share their talents and ideas. By people entering the contest and having the opportunity to possibly win, the company can give them many helpful materials that can help them to jumpstart a career in the future, such as part of their film production being covered, as well as meeting people from the industry. And the strategies, key insights, and tactics that we are using is mainly social media. So using platforms, Instagram and Twitter, there are 2 main forms of marketing TIFF, as well as the contest that we have come up with. We have decided to use social media as our marketing technique because it is a cheaper alternative and we can reach a lot more people since nowadays mostly everyone has at least one form of social media. So this makes it easier to market to everyone.
Yeah, so as Olivia stated earlier, our main communication tactics are on two different social platforms, Instagram and Twitter. So this is how we're going to promote the Toronto International Film Festival. Within these platforms, we are hosting a contest which involves individual engagement on social media to drive up positive buzz about your event, so TIFF. We want to capture the attention of new and returning festival goers easily by introducing an exciting and unique contest that's experiential and interactive and helps to promote the event itself. The marketing tactics we decided to use are the contest itself, social media, and engagement. Contests on social platforms are a unique way to promote brand awareness and can drive lots of user-generated content and word-of-mouth advertising. So basically, your audience will promote the brand for you. Such as the use of the hashtag, it's super easy and it helps ensure consistency across different social platforms during and after the contest. Having a clear and concise hashtag strategy allows your attendees to interact with you and make them feel engaged. So as stated before, our two hashtags were hashtag pitch the plot and hashtag TIFF. This can be a very affordable marketing tactic for your business. To promote the contest further, we thought it was a good idea to create an ad on Instagram about the contest to create more awareness outside of TIFF's regular demographic. The ad will appear on their feed and stories and will direct people to a TIFF Instagram to learn more about the contest itself. This will engage more people and widen the audience at TIFF, and the ad will also attract your target audience, such as your followers, so people who are already your regular film goers. It will be about $150 over the 30 days, so $5 per day, and estimated to reach about 15,000 to 39,000 people, and of course you can do this for as long as you want. And then Maddie's just going to elaborate more on the budget.
So our budget for our campaign is super affordable and reasonable. You would have to consider, as Danielle just stated, promoting an Instagram ad, which we discovered would be about $150 to promote it for our 30-day contest period. Also, included in our prizes, we said that we would be giving away tickets for the winners to go to TIFF. So that would be about 15 tickets, valuing at about $210. We also said that the winner will receive a donation of a percentage of funding for the first place prize. So as we said before, that's a negotiable percentage. So depending on what their budget is, you would be able to determine what percentage of funding you would like to give them. Then we estimated that there would be about maybe 100 people that would enter this contest, and we stated earlier that they each would receive 15% off of a membership fee, valuing at $60. So if we gave out a 15% discount code to 100 people, that would bring your profit to $5,100, as your original profit without a discount code would be about $6,000. So you'd be losing about $900, but you would potentially be bringing in 100 new people to TIFF with a membership. And now Sarah will evaluate the success of our contest.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I will be explaining evaluation and metrics. So evaluation and metrics provide insight to see how our ideas are performing. It tells us how many people are seeing our content, what they're doing with it, and whether or not they like it. So in respect to the brand, we made it mandatory that the hashtags TIFF and Pitch the Plot are in the contestants' entry post so that other people who are seeing the post can relate it back to the brand TIFF. As for promotion ideas, we decided to focus primarily on social media marketing using Instagram and Twitter. Instagram being the main entry and Twitter being a secondary, which is completely optional but will increase their chance to win. And finally, the overall impact of our contest was to drive traffic to TIFF and increase ticket sales by welcoming a whole new demographic. We used the SMART acronym to help guide our goal settings. So for the specific aspect of it, our goal is to have people submit a post of a plot as well as 2 mandatory hashtags. So by incorporating the hashtags, we'll see if they just entered on Instagram or if they entered again on Twitter. Our goal is very achievable because we set realistic entry rules for our contestants and have given them an incentive to enter as well as lots of time to create a plot that stands out. The more people who enter into the Pitch the Plot contest brings more engagement and traffic to TIFF overall. As far as time management, we decided that the contest will begin July 1st and close on July 31st. Not only did we use SMART goals, we created measurement strategies by prioritizing our focus on creating brand awareness and improving engagement. So We chose this contest because social media marketing targets all demographics. By having other people enter in to pitch the plot, they are promoting our brand to their followers. And by having incentives like the prizes we have chosen, it makes people more interested in entering. So to conclude our presentation, we would like to thank you for your time. We strongly believe that this idea would be very successful in ways that bring new people to TIFF, as well as giving a lucky film writer a chance to show their talents. Thank you again. We hope you like our presentation.
Great, guys. Thank you very much. Good presentation.
Yeah.
So now over to our TIFF team. Do you have any questions about what they presented?
I just wanted to confirm that for this particular idea, the audience that you're going after is basically industry. So people who are already in the film industry, or, you know, I think you said directors and writers and that kind of thing.
Yeah, like people who are like aspiring to like be more well known. Like they may not be even known at all. It doesn't have to be necessarily in the film industry, but it's people who want to get themselves into the industry and kind of meet people in the industry and just have like their ideas more well known.
Yeah, but it's not limited to just people within the industry. Anyone at all can enter the contest if they choose to.
Okay.
So like, such as like students, if they were like in film at school and they had an idea and wanted to get their foot in the door, this would be a great idea for them to be able to meet industry professionals and get an idea of the concept.
Right. Okay, cool. Karen and John, do you have anything?
You guys mentioned to promote this contest, you mentioned it was going to be on Instagram and Twitter. Just wanted to get your thoughts as to why you guys wouldn't choose any other platforms, or why you guys decided to focus on these two social platforms.
Well, we sort of looked at your existing social media. So we looked at TIFF's Instagram and TIFF's Twitter, and we sort of like looked at the followers and saw if we put it on these platforms, how many people would it be able to reach? I saw something on Twitter, like you had like 400,000 followers. So that would really reach a lot of people. And nowadays I feel like Twitter and Instagram are the two main ones, especially for younger demographics. Like not a lot of younger people really use Facebook anymore. Snapchat is kind of hard for people to post submissions for people to see. So we kind of just picked two that we think would work and stuck to those.
Yeah, we believe that Twitter and Instagram really reach all target audience, so younger and older. Rather, if we just did Facebook, a lot of the younger audience doesn't really use Facebook, where Instagram and Twitter, we kind of reach like a whole like demographic of people.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions? John, any questions? You're good? Okay. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So our next group, this is the fifth group, and there's a total of 6, so second last. Let's just see here.
Hi, Cindy.
Megan's group. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Ron.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you. Guys can hear?
Can you hear? We're good?
Yeah. Guys can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just making
Okay, I'll share my screen now. Give me a second. Okay. Beautiful. There we go. So, are we good to start whenever?
You can start whenever you feel comfortable. Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Megan, and my group members are Lauren, Cindy, and Karamina. Today, we'll be presenting our experiential engagement program for TIFF. For today's agenda, we will be going over our overview, research, introduction, objectives, target, strategies, execution, and evaluation and metrics. And now on to Lauren for our overview and research.
Thank you, Megan. Okay, so overview of the challenge is to increase the number of attendees, new customers, as well as diversity, to promote and advertise the festival and events to adult age between 18 to 34 years old, and to inform people about the year-round events. So through a primary research, we identified that people don't have much information about the event, and it might be the reason why many people say that they have never been to TIFF, but they are interested in attending the event. So as we can see, 33% are extremely interested and 35% are very interested. So also most of people when thinking TIFF associate the events as celebrities in movies. They don't know that TIFF offers year-round event and that they can become a TIFF member to get benefits. The research participants' age and location are between 18 to 34 years old, and it's from Toronto and GTA.
Thank you, Lauren. Here's a video introducing our idea. So as seen through our video, we will be doing a TIFF time capsule highlighting the last decade of TIFF. And now on to Cindy for our objectives, target, and strategies.
Okay, thank you, Megan.
There you go.
Thank you, Megan. So our objectives for this project is to create an experiential activity that will attract and increase first-time TIFF customers while increasing the diversity of the audience. Our second objective is to increase the attendance of adults between the ages of 18 to 34 to the festival. And our third objective is to increase awareness to TIFF and educate people on the year-round programming TIFF offers at the Bell TIFF Lightbox. As well with our objectives, we did come up with 3 communication objectives, and they are as followed. Building brand awareness, so to increase the awareness of TIFF, change attitudes, so to change the perspective people have on TIFF, especially the age range of 18 to 34, and to make to influence purchase intent, to motivate new customers to buy tickets to TIFF. So our target, we are targeting adults between the ages of 18 to 34 who are interested in TIFF but are not well informed about the festival and the year-round events, as well as people living in Toronto and the GTA. So for our strategies, we did come up with 3 strategies, and they are as followed. So for social media, the use of social media will allow us to promote the upcoming TIFF time capsule while engaging with our target audience and building a community with them. As well as having geo-filters hashtags during the event will allow attendees to post on social media while promoting the TIFF time capsule. Finally, by teaming up with Toronto social media influencers, as well as universities and colleges, they will be able to promote to our target audience. Our second strategy is to approach people to visit our activity. So we will engage with people at various locations to come and check out the time capsule. This will allow us to inform people about TIFF and the events they offer year-round. Our third strategy is to advertise around the city. So we plan to put ads around the city of Toronto as well as the GTA. This will promote the time capsule and get people excited and get ready to engage with it. As well, by placing ads at the locations where the time capsule will be at, will inform people when the time capsule will be at the location to spark interest and generate excitement.
Thank you, Cindy. So our idea was inspired by the Louis Vuitton time capsule that was at Union Station in 2018, as well as the game Pokemon Go. Our idea will be to have a mobile TIFF time capsule that will travel throughout Toronto and the GTA. Our idea would be to have an exhibit for the time capsule. As you can see in the bottom right corner of the slide, there's a photo of the TIFF Andy Warhol exhibit that was done in the past. We would like to have the time capsule designed similar to that. The time capsule will include artifacts and objects such as posters, art, or any props available that would showcase the events and programs TIFF has had within the last 10 years. There will be volunteers at the time capsule to talk to guests and provide them with more information on TIFF and educate them about the year-round events, the festival, and more about TIFF as a company. There would also be an augmented reality element incorporated into the time capsule so people can continue to learn about TIFF after they have visited the time capsule. We will have an app similar to Pokemon Go that will have guests who have attended the time capsule go on an adventure, a scavenger hunt throughout the city. There will be checkpoints based on venues and locations TIFF has used and currently uses. At each checkpoint, there will be a fact or tip on TIFF rewarding the user a point. We will have a cutoff date to earn points during the festival, and the top 3 players who have earned the most points will be rewarded with the prize. The prizes will be based on ranking, so first place would be free tickets, second place would be discounted price for tickets, and third place would be merchandise. Volunteers at the time capsule will inform guests of the app and encourage them to download it and will explain how it works. So as seen on this slide, we have provided a timeline throughout August 3rd to September 20th of where the time capsule will travel to and for how long it will stay at each location. We intend to go to a variety of hotspots and busy locations within Toronto as well as GTA cities. We would like to go to Vaughan, Brampton, Mississauga, Etobicoke, North York, and the downtown core. In order to promote and market the TIFF time capsule campaign, we would use both poster and billboard advertisements as well as social media. For the poster and billboard advertisements, they will be designed to provide mystery, enticing our readers to use the QR code that is going to be registered for TIFF. Actually, right now, if you did want to try it out, you could, because it is already active to the TIFF website. So by using the active QR code on the poster, readers would be redirected to the TIFF website where they would learn more about the time capsule campaign and the locations where it will be. With social media, there will be posts on TIFF social media platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. The posts would update followers on the current and upcoming locations of the time capsule, as well as having sneak peeks into the time capsule, encouraging followers to come see it for themselves. We would also have a geofilter that will be based on the location that the time capsule is in. As you can see in our example, in the slide, we will have a geofilter that would say TIFF time capsule and would include the hashtag TIFF time capsule. The geofilter would be set for a 5-kilometer radius of the time capsule location, so whoever is in the area or goes to the time capsule would be able to use it. By using the geofilter, it will attract those who use it, it'll attract their followers, as well as anyone nearby to come and see it for themselves. The volunteers at the time capsule will inform guests of the hashtag and the geofilter, encouraging them to use it as well. So this is our estimated budget. Please note that the budget is subjected to change and is based on research and contacts we have reached who have provided us with estimates. We understand that TIFF has a total budget of $100,000 for all of their marketing. Being mindful of this, we have set a maximum budget limit of $50,000 for everything related to the time capsule. However, we would hope to stay under that. So far, based on our research, our budget comes to almost $16,000. And now on to Karamina for our evaluation and metrics.
Thank you, Megan. So in order to evaluate the success of the time capsule or the brand, we will implement a survey and/or sit down and to review and evaluate their experience and thoughts of the time capsule. We can also get their views on TIFF and what they have learned and gained from the time capsule. We will take feedbacks and suggestions from attendees on any improvements or what was enjoyable from the experience on TIFF as a brand. And to measure the success of promotion for the time capsule, we will record the number of attendees to the program. We will also take into account the results from the surveys done at the time capsule. and the opinions provided by attendees. Additionally, we will monitor the engagement received on social media and the website and how users respond and react to it. We will also have to measure the promotion the time capsule brings to the film festival. We will first compare the attendance data from previous year to this year and analyze the ticket sales from the years prior and the sales for this year. Depending on the results, whichever year had the most tickets sold, we can look into their marketing promotion from that year and then get ideas while trying the time capsule again. Lastly, we will calculate the overall impact by collecting data from ticket sales, attendance, marketing tactics, and strategies. We will then compare the information to previous years. Based on our results, we will determine if we were successful with our new marketing approach.
Thank you, Cara. That concludes our presentation. Thank you all for your time. Does anyone have any questions?
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Okay, so over to TIFF. Do you guys have any questions? What you've seen?
Can you guys hear me? Okay. I don't really have any questions. I really like the idea of the time capsule because we have a very deep legacy at TIFF, many years. And so it's kind of nice to see it all showcased in some way and kind of give people that background. I will note though that your activation would definitely cost more than $100,000, which is fine. I'm very, I like the sort of big plans of everything. But if we were going to actually like build it and take it around, it would definitely be more money, but it is a very cool concept. I really like that. Karen or John, do you have anything else?
I just wanted to clarify, so the sort of the physical activation would be moving from point to point on that schedule that you guys shared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the augmented reality part, is that around where the booth is, or is that all downtown like you had mentioned?
As of so far, it would be more based on the downtown core, so that people can get familiar with like the TIFF locations and everything like that.
Cool. Okay.
So that's what
cool. I like. Yeah. Nice. That's a cool idea, using the different sort of areas around the city. Thanks for clarifying. Good job.
Okay. So let's have our final group load their information. So it's Melissa, Emily, and Brianna.
Save the best for last. Woo! Okay.
Three? Good. We're good. Okay. So we can start whenever.
When you're ready to go, yes.
Okay. Before we start our presentation, we would like to give a big thanks to Ron and Claire, Karen, and John, the TIFF management, for giving us this opportunity. Hi everyone, Melissa here, and this is my teammate Brianna and Emily, and today we're going to be sharing our collab with TIFF and Pepsi for the Toronto National Interfilm Festival. Hello everyone, Melissa here, and today you guys will be ecstatic to hear that we'll be raising awareness to sell TIFF tickets.
And I'm Brianna, and we're here to identify opportunities while engaging customer interactions.
And I'm Emily, and stay tuned to hear all about our experiential collab with TIFF and Pepsi. Cheers.
So today our group will be sharing with you our experiential engagement marketing program idea for the Toronto International Film Festival. Our goal will entail information on how to increase awareness and ticket sales for TIFF, as well as strategically identifying opportunities in order to improve client engagement and interaction through experiential marketing. We will provide a marketing plan which will include business objectives,
communication objectives, strategies, and tactics to drive access, engagement, advocacy, and conversion with the target audience. We determined our target audience by conducting research and learning about them as much as possible. We speculated more detailed information about our target audience and analyzed the characteristics of the past attendees, in which will be men and women aged 25 to 45 with a household income of 100K. The consumers tend to engage in social media more often, and with this much disposable income, they would most likely be willing to spend money at the event. Melissa here will be explaining why we can turn your dream into reality.
So your dream is our reality. So at least once in someone's lifetime, they imagine walking the red carpet or being a famous star in an award-winning movie or having their photo taken in public. Wow, wouldn't that be cool? Even sold for an insane amount of money. If you say you haven't, you're lying. TIFF x Pepsi is here to make your dream a reality, but most important, your dream is our reality. Attending TIFF brings you one step closer to your opportunity to shine, and now is the time. With one of the TIFF's target markets is the film lovers, our goal is to make their dreams feel real. The answer is almost too simple. Attend TIFF 2020.
So here's how it's going to work. TIFF and Pepsi is here to give you all the opportunity to transform your dream into our reality. We want to give you the chance, or more like a sneak peek, of what TIFF is all about and what they offer. Through August 7th to August 9th, TIFF and Pepsi will disperse to 3 different locations across downtown Toronto with a pop-up virtual reality booth. We will be hitting up all the hotspots in Toronto in order to target more potential consumers. On August 7th, you can find us at Nathan Phillips Square, August 8th outside the Eden Center at Yonge and Dundas Square, and on August 9th in front of the CN Tower directly beside the Rogers Center. Our pop-up virtual reality booth will consist of 2 options. You can choose between the perspective of a famous actor or actress attending their movie premiere at TIFF, walking the red carpet, meeting fans, and talking to the press, or the perspective of a famous actor or actress on set of their film. You will get the whole experience of a film lover's dream, which is being the star. And the best part is you can choose your desired dream. Also, for further marketing, we will be handing out Pepsi coupons at our VR booths, and Melissa here will explain exactly why.
So will you find the golden ticket? So now that we have advertised our TIFF virtual reality, our experimental engagement program will continue to engage customers by using brand experiences. We finally introduced to you TIFF x Pepsi. We will work together to further promote both corporations while ensuring to beneficially impact our customers. So here's the plan. 100 Pepsi cases, packs of 12 containing 12-ounce cans, will be distributed throughout various stores across the GTA and will contain a golden ticket. This golden ticket will get you 2 free admission tickets to TIFF 2020 movie screening. But remember, guys, there's only 100 TIFFed out Pepsi cases.
So giving the opportunity to our target audience to find a golden ticket in the Pepsi cases, we have designed and customized our TIFFed out Pepsi cases, being able to incorporate the TIFF designs so that they can stand out from the others. However, we chose the variety of different Pepsi flavors and cases to cater all taste buds. Now, Melissa here will show us a quick video.
So we got one of our sponsors, our YouTube sponsors, Chris Howe, to reach out to us and send us a video. So here's words from him.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Chris Howe, and I just did a workout. It seems kind of like an awkward time to start shooting video, but I need to tell you about something very, very important. Let me make that clear. This is extremely important. Do you guys know about Brianna, Tiffany, and Melissa's experimental marketing campaign for TIFF x Pepsi? Well, guess what? You now know about it because I'm one of the sponsors. So this is where you come in. I need your help to go out there and spread the word. Go and find the box with the golden ticket. You could meet this guy, Chris Howe, the workout guy at TIFF this year. If that's what you want, maybe we could do a workout together. It'd be fun. So yeah, if you guys want to come follow along, go find that case. And if you want to follow my stuff, I'm at the Chris Howe on anything on the internet. So we'll catch you guys then. Peace out. Join the contest. Jeez, it's very important. I also have a little postscript for this ad right now. I don't know who Tiffany is, by the way. It's obviously Emily. She's a boss. So make sure you go and find Brianna, Melissa, and Emily's campaign. Oh, my hair looks weird. Melissa, good luck with the contest with you and your group. Thanks for picking me. That actually means the world that you consider this guy right here to be a part of your contest. It takes guts. So know that a lot of cool shit can happen just by asking for it. That's a lesson I learned a long time ago. Anyways, you're the best. Peace.
So what are you guys still doing here? You heard Chris. Go out and find that golden ticket. Just kidding. You still need to hear the rest of our pitch. But after, you know where to go.
What?
So ready, set, go. Here are some TIFF X Pepsi fans that supported us from the beginning, and we appreciate the love that they give to us. Without them, we wouldn't have gotten to where we are today. Before you all start to go out and get those Pepsi cases, here's some information you may want to know first. In order to receive the admission tickets from one of the largest attended film festivals in the world, the golden ticket winners must enter the online world of social media first. The winners must record a video of themselves with the golden ticket and explaining why they would like to attend TIFF 2020. This part is very, very crucial, guys, to receive the tickets. The video must be posted on a social media platforms of your choice, such as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and followed with the hashtag TIFFXPepsi in the caption. Each golden ticket will have an individual code on the back with directions to the website where you can enter the code and your contact information where a representative will reach out to you. Once this has completed, it's time, guys. It's time to prepare yourself for an opportunity of a lifetime. So here's an example of our goal. Here's an example of our goal and expectations of the golden ticket winner. This portrays engagement with our customers.
So this is harder than I expected. So I'm gonna take one can out. Guys, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. Guys, you won't believe it. Hi guys, hello to my Instagram followers. I'm here to update you guys on my win to TIFF 2020. I would just like to thank Pepsi and TIFF for giving me the chance and the opportunity to attend TIFF this year. I cannot wait. You don't understand how excited I am. If everyone in the comments can comment hashtag TIFFXPepsi, it'd be wonderful. I cannot wait. I am so excited to tell my friend Brianna that if she is attending TIFF with me this 2020, she's gonna lose it when I tell her because she always wanted to go. So that's my gift to her. Thank you, Pepsi. Thank you, TIFF. I appreciate it.
So by now, we know what you're all thinking. Why should I go to find myself that very special golden ticket? Well, Brianna will be explaining why.
Let's get TIFFed out.
So on the day of TIFF, there will be a Pepsi stand on the red carpet where guests and winners will be able to play TIFF trivia in order for a chance to win a pair of cinema tickets to the movie of your choice. So make sure that you do your homework. If you get 10 of 15 questions correct, you can input your email and will instantly be entered to win. There will only be 25 winners.
We will also be designing a TIFFed out beverage truck specifically to promote TIFF and Pepsi that will be located outdoors during the event of TIFF. Pepsi coupons will be handed out by staff as well as offering free samples of Pepsi cans to encourage guests to attend TIFF. But wait, we have more ideas, which Brianna will be explaining.
So lastly, but definitely not least, We will be providing our guests and ticket winners with an opportunity they can remember for a lifetime. We will be giving them a chance to meet 3 YouTubers who will be attending, as well as sponsoring TIFF x Pepsi. So our 3 YouTubers influencers who will be sponsoring our campaign is Allegra Shaw, Adeline Maureen, and Chris Howe. Their follower count ranges from 200K to 1 mil, with the platform to reach thousands and thousands of people. Because of their high follower count, they will receive a higher paid sponsorship since they will aid in targeting a larger audience in regards to our campaign. When they post on their social media platforms prior to TIFF and how they will be sponsors and having a meet and greet, more Torontonians will gain awareness and want to attend. Melissa will tell you guys more about that.
Okay, Brianna, did you say meet and greet? Wow, that's so amazing. Our sponsors are Toronto-based influencers born and raised in the city core with the understanding of TIFF in the film industry. Their jobs entail creating creative content to a large audience, filming, editing videos, and working with brands in order to raise awareness and promote products they use and enjoy. Adeline and Allegra are businesswomen as well as influencers, and they are familiar with marketing and brand awareness, as Chris is a creative director with passion in film. We chose them to represent our campaign because of their knowledge and experience with bringing creative content to audience. Who wouldn't want to meet them?
So the analysis of the current promotional strategies of the company reveals that the fact that TIFF can improve its position in the market through the improvement of the effective promotion. So our objectives are to raise TIFF's profits by 25% by the end of Q3 by doing this through all the marketing and campaign awareness, using paid advertising through YouTube influencers, social media, virtual reality, and partnering with Pepsi. This will drive traffic and bring in new customers, spending more money. Also reaching the right target market and narrowing the customer base to the right audience, which means creating new and returning customers every year. To raise a brand awareness by 15% by the end of Q3, and to make sure our campaign reaches 75% of our target market by partnering with YouTube influencers and building our brand online. A way to drive traffic to the website is by having these consumers participate on social media sites the audience is on. By using the hashtag TIFFxPepsi, it can expand your research beyond just your immediate followers. By using this hashtag, it can tap into and engage with new conversations on social media. So the more retweets, comments, likes, shares, etc., the social media posts receive, the more visibility the post and brand will get. By using effective communication strategies, it is expected that the intentions behind our plans have been communicated to the target audiences properly. So we have created an Instagram page where our target audience will be able to get an insight of the experiential activity they get to be involved in. We believe that Instagram is by far the most popular social media platform with millennials, and it has considerably higher conversion rate compared with other web platforms that use advertising. However, we can't do all of this without our budget, which Brianna will be talking about.
So now that we pitched our idea, it's time to talk budget. We will include information and pricing for only some things. However, if you are interested in a full template with everything included, we can also provide that to you. Marketing and administration finances will be where a majority of our budget will go towards, simply because the more advertisement, the more awareness. It will cost in total about $36,000 to $37,000. This includes 3 billboards, 3 YouTube sponsorships, social media ads, staff t-shirts, customizations to all Pepsi cases and cans, 1,000 Pepsi coupons to be dispersed, and customized backdrops and pop-up stands. For our VR, we will need a total of 2 VR headsets throughout our 3-day pop-up booth weekend. We chose the 32GB Oculus Go standalone virtual reality headset, which will cost about $300 each. It's efficient as it's wireless, portable, and easy to use. Staff hours have been included, as well as audio-visual, ticket admissions, rentals, and decor. In total, we used about $80,000 from our $100,000 budget, as we wanted to make sure we had accessible emergency funds for any day of purchases, as well as accessible petty cash. Next, your opinions matter to us, so Emily will be introducing to you our TIFF x Pepsi survey.
So last but not least, we need to be able to evaluate the measure of our success. For those who have inputted their contact information during the trivia game, will be emailed a survey after the event regarding their experience at TIFF.
With the feedback given, it will give us invaluable insight from these guests to strategize the design of the next event and how well executed the event was. Some questions asked would be the overall ratings of the location, staff, facilities, comfort, and value of money, as well as questions like how was your overall experience? Would you recommend us to others? What was your favorite part of the event? And is there anything you would change about the event? So here's a video of our supporting fans thanking TIFF x Pepsi.
I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to TIFF and Pepsi for such an incredible opportunity of a lifetime. You guys
It's the best, and I love TIFF and Pepsi.
We love TIFF and Pepsi.
Hey, what's going on? I love TIFF and Pepsi.
TIFF and Pepsi.
Wow, I just want to thank TIFF and Pepsi so much. You guys are amazing. I love
Thank you, TIFF and Pepsi. Love ya.
Thank you, TIFF and Pepsi. You guys are the real one.
Thanks, TIFF and Pepsi. You're the best. I love you. So we want to thank Ron and the TIFF management for giving us the opportunity to do this. Also a special thanks to Chris Howe for taking the time to reach out to us and helping us with our collab. And we also like to thank everyone for taking the time to listen to our engagement plan, and I hope you all enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask.
Over to TIFF. Do you guys have any questions?
I don't have any questions. I just wanted to mention that I liked the inclusion of TikTok into this, especially just given how popular it is right now. We're actually thinking about how we can use TikTok for this festival. We haven't done anything with it yet, so that was cool. And it was a good mixture of sort of the partnership and influencer stuff that we're very interested in seeing. So that was great. Karen, John, anything?
I was just going to say, I think it was great that you guys sort of looked at like amplifying beyond just TIFF's social media audience. So using sort of Pepsi's audience as well as those influencers. That's really great that you guys thought about that. So I really liked that it sort of went a lot broader, and obviously Pepsi has a massive reach across the country. So good job.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, no questions for me. Great job.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys. Good presentation.
Thank you.
So what we're going to do, everybody, just so you know, is we're gonna leave you for about 5 minutes, and we're going to discuss all the presentations. Then we're going to come back on, and we're going to announce the winners. We're going to have they're going to be a first runner-up, a second runner-up, and a winner. Okay. So
Okay.
I don't know if I can get the breakout room working, Claire. So we might have to do like a FaceTime or something away from this platform.
Maybe Ron. Yeah, I was thinking we could send a Google Hangout link to you, but I don't know if that would work with your email address.
You can use my Gmail account.
Oh, okay.
So it's ron.coghlan, C-A-U,
Okay. Yeah.
at gmail.com.
Okay. We will send that now and come back to this.
So everybody, just hang tight. Don't go away. We're gonna get off the channel. We're gonna go in a waiting room, and you guys can stay and chat and all that kind of stuff. We'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Okay.
Ron, do we just leave the meeting and then just like click the link and come back in?
I'm gonna put you into a waiting room.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that way they can't hear us. So just a minute. I'll do that right now. Okay.
Goodbye.
TIFF x Pepsi.
TIFF x Pepsi.
TIFF x Pepsi.
Promote Chris Howe.
One second, guys. Actually, Cliff, sorry, we don't have to go in a waiting room. Claire, John, and Karen, let's just mute ourselves and stop our video, and then we'll come back on afterwards, okay? And I'll go on my other computer.
My heart is racing.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
There's 76 people in here.
And no one's gonna talk.
I know.
Hi, everybody.
Who's that?
Is that Colin?
Yes,
Colin!
I've been listening the whole time.
Oh my
wondering
god!
if you're gonna say hi.
I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
Your enthusiasm and obviously the effort you put into it were amazing,
Thank you.
particularly considering what's been going on in the last few weeks for you guys to be this pumped about it. I'm very impressed.
We've been working on
Everyone did a really good job. Like their ideas were so good.
Mhm.
I didn't even know he was in here.
Oh,
Me too.
I'm everywhere.
Where's Tracy?
A few more days and then you're done.
I know.
Excited.
I'm gonna send all of the second semester a note probably Thursday or Friday. Just because usually I like to come to your classes and just sort of say goodbye before the summer, but I'm not obviously gonna get a chance to do that.
You can say goodbye now on here.
I'll mute myself now.
Colin, I have a question. Are we still doing like the instructor evaluations still? Because we haven't gotten any emails about anything like that.
I was gonna ask about that.
Sorry, my just froze. I didn't hear what that question was.
It's okay. Are we still gonna be able to do like the instructor evaluations for the end of the semester?
I think they're still sending those out.
Okay.
They should actually be already on your Blackboard site. If you go
Okay.
each Blackboard site on the left-hand side, there's all the little tabs.
Okay. And then we just
Yeah, it should say student feedback questionnaire.
okay, because no one has like said anything about them, so we weren't sure if they were still happening this semester or not.
As far as I know, they are, and it'll be a really good opportunity for faculty to hear what students have to say. But I think, I'm not sure how much weight they'll be given in terms of like our performance reviews and stuff like that, just because it's been such a wacky semester.
Okay. Thank you.
Really, and I always offer faculty to meet with them and help them to interpret the results and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll still do that.
Okay. Thank you, Colin.
My pleasure. Any other questions while you have me, captive audience?
Yeah, I actually have a question, Colin.
Okay.
So, for this semester, for like one of my courses, business communications, for example, like we didn't have any online lectures, right? We just kept getting work. So I don't know. I wonder if that will happen like in the future or not. Like, as to like why it didn't happen.
Well, so faculty was given the option of they could still do like a structured online lecture during the lecture time.
Right.
Or they could provide resources that you could do at your own time. If we move no one knows what's going to happen in the fall, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. We're going to be prepared to go online for the fall if we have to.
Yeah.
If we do go online in the fall, it'll emulate exactly what you do in class. You'll have a class schedule. You'll have a lecture at that time each week.
Yeah.
Too late to drop.
It won't be, it may not go the full 3 periods. It might be like 2 hours of lecture and then a time for Q&A and that sort of thing.
Yeah, like I was aware of like the resources that were given, but like I was just wondering if like maybe other professors were going to do the same thing in the future or not. Like, I don't know.
No, the plan is if we have to go online, or we might have to start online and then transition in class and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
If we do that, it'll be structured. You'll still have a class schedule. You'll be expected to, dial in, log on at that time.
Yeah. Thank you.
So in saying that, will we find out more, I guess, like tuition wise, like what we'll be spending? Happy birthday, Lucas.
Yeah, happy birthday, Lucas. Should we all sing?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Please
to
no.
you.
Please no.
Birthday to you.
Dang it.
Happy birthday, dear Lucas. Happy birthday to
you.
You'll never tell anybody again on a conference call it's your birthday, right?
Yeah, no, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Birthday's April 28th if y'all want to join a Zoom.
Mine's May 3rd.
Oh. We'll tweet you. We'll LinkedIn you. Happy birthday.
I'll email you.
Tuition and all that. Yeah, you'll get automatic emails from the registrar about when tuition's due and when the deposits are due and all that sort of stuff.
Bro, Austin's.
Sorry, I have a question about classes in the summertime. Now, there was an email regarding it saying those that don't necessarily need to take the classes, like they can't sign up for it.
Okay, so if you want to take a class in the summer, email me and I'll set up a time to talk to you and figure out what that course is and if it's possible and all that sort of stuff.
Okay. And is there a time limit to that?
Email me tonight and I will, registration doesn't open until another 2 weeks, I think. But
okay.
I want to try and talk to people and figure out what they're looking at and see if that course is available and all that stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, unless it's a RIT or a Gen Ed.
Yeah, that would be what I'd be.
Okay. Yeah, then you can still self-register for that. Registration opens on the 27th, but I don't know which day is for us. But
okay.
You got an email that told you that unless you're scheduled, you shouldn't?
It was just an email saying about like the academic like the process of what's going to be happening, and it was somewhere along the lines as if you don't need the class, you shouldn't be applying for it. I mean, like if you don't like necessarily need to make up the class.
Right. But I think if you need to make it up, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just as you had suggested before, is picking up taking a gen ed in the summertime, so you don't have to worry about it in the fall.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you can still do that.
Okay.
Yeah, if for some reason registration doesn't want you to, they'll just set it up so that you can't.
Okay.
I think they're just trying to limit, like some programs that start in the summer, I don't think are starting. But our enrollment still looks strong for the fall. They won't be the superstars that you guys are, of course, but.
Of course not.
So I guess we have pretty much everybody in second semester on this call, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mostly.
I should have had my little speech ready then. I can just give it now. I'll email
On
it.
the spot. Do it on the spot.
Well, I'm not quite ready. I'm not sure what I want to say. It's been a fuck up of a year.
Literally.
Sorry. This is being recorded too. No. It hasn't been a total F up. It's just been these last month has been quite strange.
Oh, imagine being in the Humber room in COVID-19. I wish.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They actually finished their course though. They had to do serving online and all sorts of stuff like that.
Oh no, thank you.
Do they have to pay for that?
What? Oh wait, what do you mean? Do you mean the HRT 219 or the course in the Humber room?
Humber room course.
Humber room.
Humber room course. Well, so what they had to do was I didn't see all of it because it's not actually the event students that are in there in the winter. It's the hospitality students. But they had to do things like at home. They had to like pretend to serve somebody and take a video of it and send it in.
Oh, thank you.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Will not do that.
But the students who are supposed to take that course in the summer, fall.
I'm glad that's over with.
Yeah. That course is changing as of this fall, actually, based on some of the feedback that you guys gave.
That's a big yikes.
No, it's good.
But we gave really bad
5
feedback.
years, every college program goes through a complete program. It's called a program review. And that includes bringing in industry professionals, current students, graduates, faculty, all kinds of different groups. And then based on that, they make a bunch of changes to the curriculum. So some changes are happening. Nothing actually too dramatic from the program that you guys are in. We saw that, Brianna.
Sorry, I'm really tired.
That's okay. You covered your mouth. It's all good.
I'm on camera.
Carmina, are you at work? Wait, are you at the car wash or the other one?
I'm opposite Terry's. I'm in the office.
Oh my god.
How long have you been? Is this your break?
No, yeah, basically.
3-hour
My
break
for 4 hours.
She probably makes her own breaks.
Are you the person that marked up those Lysol wipes to $30? You must be so tired of hearing about that. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just kidding to anyone who was listening. It was an insensitive, bad
Only
joke.
one person heard you, don't worry.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a great day for us.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm surprised you didn't get fired.
Me?
For this?
No, I'm not getting paid for it.
Well, she didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
No.
No, and Carmina, she did it.
You know what? It sold out in a day, so.
Right.
How's everyone's quarantine going? So, whatever.
Karamina, you can private message Melissa some nasty comment.
I dare you, Carmina. Wait, this has been more than 5 minutes.
I know.
That means you guys did a good job and they're having a hard time deciding who's going to win.
Just pick up a hat. At this point, I don't care anymore.
Hey, don't say that.
No, this has been so stressful. Like, I just want to sleep.
We've been up until like 3 o'clock in the morning, like yelling at each other not to touch the PowerPoint.
On Google Slides.
Oh, Emily, show them the fight today.
Oh, the fight? What fight?
Did you record it?
You recorded it?
Yeah, she did. She put on her story.
She put on her story?
Hold on. Ron's got us making us lose friendship.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Bro, that Bree, look who's beside Emily.
What's his name again? I forget.
What's his name again, Emily?
I forget his name. What is it?
What's his name?
Huh? Mark. No, not Mark.
It's not Mark.
Wasn't he in your video?
Yeah.
He made an appearance.
Well, you can say now things now because you have 2 or 3 months to forget it before you see each other again.
Bye, Tyler.
Shout out our fan, Tyler. He's a Pepsi fan.
I'm coming to the video now. Yeah, aren't you guys supposed to be in quarantine? You're not supposed to be 6 feet apart, bro.
He is 6 feet apart.
Is somebody supposed to be in quarantine that's on this call? No.
No. We're all clean.
I was in quarantine.
Oh, really?
I've been in quarantine for like forever.
Look, I was in Florida, so when I came back, I had to quarantine.
Y'all wanted to know. How's it going, Mariana?
I'm okay. I'm really stressed out.
Why?
We have like 3 exams, so that's great.
Just wing it. At this point, who cares anymore?
No, I do, because it's like I want to do good and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like,
You want to do well.
yeah, I feel like I don't know. I don't want to be too much because I've said this before, but like for someone who doesn't have previous college experience and is still fairly new to college, and like even though I'm almost in my first year, like I want to just do the best I can and forget the rest. But
Like I don't care. I just want to pass.
I just put a lot of pressure on myself to really get like these high marks because of my GPA and stuff, and it really stresses me out. So I don't know. And then I see other people who have already like experience and they're doing so well, and I just want to do the same, I guess. It's not like a competition, but
You just have to stop stressing.
Yeah, remember, the more pressure you put on yourself, the worse it'll get.
Eventually, yeah.
Just focus on every day for the rest of this week. Just focus on what's happening tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta kill it.
Get tomorrow done and then get yourself ready for the next day.
Yeah, but I changed my exam for Nicole's exam for it was on Monday to Wednesday, and then Jennifer's on Thursday, and then Tracy's on Friday, so it's back to back to back.
Oh, Tracy's, you don't have to worry about hers.
Yeah, hers is easier, but yeah, just I guess those 2.
How is Tracy doing?
I don't know. That's a good question. Like I emailed her, I think, or something. I don't know.
That lady. Colin, do you make Tracy's PowerPoints? Because they're literally the exact same as yours.
I don't make them, but I used to teach that course.
Oh, okay.
I gave her my materials.
As me and Bree were wondering.
Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody.
He's back.
Hi, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
I've been hearing you in the side of my ear as we talk things out here.
Oops, sorry.
So we're waiting for the TIFF to come back on. I think they got off the channel. They're going to come back on now, and we're going to announce 3rd place, 2nd place, and the winners. So we'll just wait for them. And they have prizing for the winners, so just to let you know.
What is it, money?
We're here now.
Oh, you're here?
Yeah, we're on.
Okay, great. A second.
I need
So,
I'm nervous.
all right. So I'd just like to say, first of all, before we start, thank you to TIFF for doing this and being a partner with us on this program. It's a good experience to bring in live clients and live people and live events to try and practice all your skills on. And so you did impress, let me tell you. You all did very well. And you improved your presentations, first of all, for sure, from your Facebook presentations, the first assignment, and when you did this presentation. And it was a very hard decision on determining who the winner would be. But they're going to give you some feedback, okay? And they're going to, after we award the prize. So don't run away. Afterwards, we're going to give some feedback on why we think, the winner is a winner, and the second and third place is second, third place. Okay, everybody?
Yeah.
All right, so over to you, Claire.
Get to the point.
Am I announcing?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay.
You're the big announcer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do 3rd prize. Third prize.
Third place. Yeah.
Third place. Thank you. So 3rd place is going to go to group number 3, which is the group that discussed the passport program, the social media dares, the pet parody idea. So we thought that was a really great presentation, very well thought out. Great use of the bonus question, which we really appreciated. And yeah, the engagement of the partners, like engaging with them and using their platforms, that was really smart. So the guys, this was a really hard decision. So just number 3, third place. And second place winner is going to be group number 5 with the time capsule idea. That was really, really great. We were very, very impressed with that one. The aspects of the sort of augmented reality and the big, the traveling exhibit and those kinds of things, that was really well thought out, really great budgeting, breakdown, really great presentation. So I think we especially like the legacy idea as well. That was really important too. I keep saying really, I'm sorry. It's very late for me. So number 5, so group number 5 is in second place. And then first place for the prize pack will be group number 6.
Shut up!
So that was a very, it was a very interesting thing that happened where we started watching it, and the more the presentation went on, we were more and more impressed. We really like the TikTok aspect. That's something that, in terms of social media, that we are looking into using and haven't really figured it out totally yet. And it's such a new platform. So I think that that was kind of an exciting thing to see. We liked the partner and influencer integration part of that. It was very innovative, and the presentation was well thought out. We just wanted to make sure that you knew, although those elements were a big part of sort of why we chose group 6. While we thought that adding that sort of really custom influencer message from Chris, I think his name is, was great. That was not the reason that you guys won the top prize. It was a nice like additional thing that you guys were able to get done, but I think we just saw, like, without all of that, we could see the potential. And I think like it is something where Pepsi, for example, who would be a partner of ours, would hear an idea out like that and be really interested in it. And our corporate partnerships team would love something like that. So yeah, so great job.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much.
John, Karen, and I just have a few notes about some of just like overall, just all the presentations. So I just wanted to say a quick shout out to group number 1 and group number 2, because you guys did a great job in terms of, like, the TIFF box idea was really cool. And so was the virtual red carpet VR experience idea. That was actually, John, Karen, and I were sort of talking off in our chat and said, like, yeah, that's a really, really creative idea. I think the one thing that sort of those two groups had in common was this idea of like cosplay, having people dress up. And while that is a really great idea in theory, like it totally makes sense, it's very difficult to apply that to our festival in particular. And you wouldn't know this, like that's not something that's necessarily well known yet unless you sort of work at TIFF. But we have basically the studios that bring their films to us, they do their own promotions. So we don't really promote the films for them in that way. We promote the festival as a whole, and then they sort of do their own promotional experiences throughout the city. So if the Joker team, I think was Warner Brothers or something like that, that studio, they would go out and they would do their own promotions. And I think it would go over well with their audience, but we would be trying to drive people to TIFF, like the whole festival as an experience rather than just like 1 or 2 films, because then we'd be seen to sort of be a little bit biased towards those particular films. I don't know if John or Karen, if you guys have any specifics or anything else to add about those groups. Okay.
No, I think
okay.
I think it was good to see you guys like thinking outside the box with like the TIFF box and the cosplaying and stuff like that. So it's always good to bring new ideas to the table. So I think we really appreciated those ideas for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, so we'll go to number 3, group number 3. The pet parody idea was really, really cute. And we loved it. One thing, again, just to keep in mind is that we can't, again, it's kind of that same, in line with that same studio promotions thing, where we can't sort of take something that they've done and adjust it to suit our sort of what we would like to do for just promoting the festival in general. Again, not something you would know, but it's just like, just some context. It's a little hard to sort of take assets that are made by a different outside organization and kind of adjust them to suit us. And the passport program was really, really great. A little bit complicated in sort of executing that from beginning to end, but the idea of sort of like getting that regular engagement year round through that is great. Like that whole concept is very well received. I don't know if there's anything else there for John and Karen to elaborate on.
No, I think the idea of like using loyalty and discounts and that sort of thing to carry on audiences from the festival throughout the year, like Claire said, is really good too. So that was a great.
Yeah. And then number 4, group number 4. So this was the big contest idea, which was very interesting. I think the reason that that wasn't chosen was because, and actually it was really great to think outside the box and think about TIFF industry and the people that, the industry group that in general who would be interested in coming to TIFF. So that was very creative because we didn't give you sort of that framework and you guys came up with that yourselves, which is really smart. The thing is about TIFF is that TIFF industry, which is a department within us, in the organization, they sort of have their own sales and marketing goals. And it's kind of a hard thing to explain. Like we sort of do everything separately. They have their own workshops and like their own festival essentially, because they cater to a very different audience than the one we're trying to get to buy tickets to come to ours. So the industry team would sell packages and experiences and workshops and professional development opportunities to people within the industry, and that would be a different sales line than ours. Again, not something you would know. So like, you know, it was really smart to kind of consider that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that is a kind of a branch of our organization that has its own sort of separate thing. And it was a really great point that you made about sort of like, I don't know who said it on the team, but about the amount of films, the sheer volume of films. We do have a lot, but we have I think it was when I first started at TIFF in 2016, I think we cut our film selection down considerably just because of that particular issue that we were having. So I think we used to program something like 350 films for the festival, and Cameron Bailey, our creative lead, he decided to cut it down to I think about 250, 260, which is still a lot, but it was an idea of sort of quality versus quantity at that stage, and so we've gone with less films but more screenings of those films to sort of balance it out. And then the other thing I wanted to address was the difficulty of finding us on social media. And there is some truth to that, in that our handle is TIFF_net. And for those of you who are probably like, why net? Like, what year is this? What happened was TIFF.com was taken back in the day, like the very beginning of all of this. And so we had to go with TIFF.net as our URL for our web. And then when we would try to eventually get onto social media platforms, which was like the next step in sort of the evolution of digital technology and digital marketing, like we couldn't get at TIFF. At TIFF is this girl named Tiffany, and over the years, she's actually had to, I think, change her description in her TIFF, at TIFF Twitter, that says like, I am not the Toronto International Film Festival, which is quite funny. So it is a little bit more challenging for sure, because everything is TIFF_net. So on Instagram and on Twitter, but we do have 200,000 followers on Instagram, and we do regular promotion there. We do boost a lot of our content there to try to get other audiences to follow us. And that brings me, I just want to kind of loop back a little bit into the social media aspect. You guys have all talked about social media, which was really great. We have a very strong social media presence and a big team that handles that. One thing I just wanted to touch on, and I think Karen will dive into it a little bit more too, but is the use of hashtags. So that kept coming up in the presentations, and really great ideas. One thing that we found over the years is like, and in doing this a lot, is when if you come up with too many hashtags, you're separating your audiences out and kind of like segregating them into different areas. So we don't do that very often. We do hashtags when we have partner content, and we need to like very much identify what that content is. But for festival, for example, we want to drive everybody to the same hashtag. So we want to do hashtag TIFF20, which is 2020. And last year it was hashtag TIFF19 and hashtag TIFF18 before that. And so really we just want to have everybody who's interested in festival in general for that year goes to that same hashtag and finds all that content. And if we start to split it up, it doesn't work as well. Yeah, that's my little hashtag tip. Karen, do you have anything you want to say about audiences on social?
Yeah, so one of the, we noticed that some people would only target like specific platforms for specific age groups. So that's actually a common misconception, that only, you know, no old people are on TikTok, or only old people are on Facebook. So something, just more of an FYI for you guys, on these platforms, you can actually target specific age groups. So for example, if you're running ads on Facebook or Instagram, you can target like a younger audience or an older audience here. So, yeah, that's something I wanted to share.
And then John, I don't know if you have if you wanted to say anything about like the common theme of contesting that was kind of mentioned throughout a lot of these. John does a lot of digital marketing and contests.
Yeah, so I would say just like something to think about is a lot of times when organizations are running contests, they end up getting the same people entering over and over and over again. So the idea of like growing your audience based on a contest isn't always true. So you just have to be careful in terms of like keeping it to a smaller audience. That's why like the Pepsi idea was really good, because it's leveraging sort of the Pepsi audience, and that helps to bring in a lot of new followers and sort of people signing up for emails, and sort of gets them into the TIFF ecosystem. So last year we did a big contest with HBC, and they have sort of nationwide reach, and we saw a lot of success with that, for the fact that we can sort of use a bigger sort of brand to help us increase our audience. So looking for ways to sort of partner with different organizations other than your own for contests is a really good way to sort of grow your audience, which is what you kind of want to do there.
Yeah. I just, as we kept hearing the contesting theme, I just thought, oh, John knows a lot about contesting. He should maybe mention some of our sort of key learnings, our best practices that we've learned over the years. And we're all about sort of capturing people and their sort of, and all their information, all their data. So by entering these contests, we get their emails and their information, and then John's team takes that and retargets them and markets to them separately. And that was one last element that I wanted to just address, and maybe John, you could just speak to. The last point was there wasn't a lot of mention of email marketing tactics in this. And I think there was one mention somewhere, I don't remember, but something about that not everybody likes, or, you know, people aren't super into email marketing necessarily. They're going to be found more on social media. And we have a very extensive e-marketing strategy and team, and John leads that. And I just didn't know, John, if you had any like tips or tricks there, or info that you wanted to share.
Yeah, I think also considering what platforms are right for different age groups is really important. So for older age groups that have a lot more money to spend on something like festival, there is still, they do like getting emails, they respond well to emails. So it's just, I think it's important to sort of, when you're thinking about these things, to have a good marketing mix. So don't focus all on social media and forget about the other things, just because you are limiting yourself. And also think about how those things work together. So, you know, social media is a great way to maybe get a new audience, but then how do you, once they're in the door, how do you keep them in the door is important. So email is a great way for that. And I think sometimes people think about email as like sort of mass messages going out to hundreds and thousands of people that really have no relevance to the users. But similarly to like the social media platforms where you can target, we do a lot of targeting too. So we build out different algorithms to say you come to this, you might like this based on what other people have purchased tickets to. So there are a lot of different things you can do. So I think it's just important to think about a whole marketing mix overall. If you just stick to one platform or one channel, you're only going to reach the people that respond to that channel and everything. So it's really important to sort of reach across different channels with these things, and how those things can interact with each other.
Yeah, and that's why, like, oh, sorry, Karen, I was going to say, that's why John, Karen, and I work so well together, because we each have our piece of that marketing team. And so whenever we're doing a campaign, like each one of us has our own sort of specialization and area that we focus on. And so we make sure that we're hitting all of the audiences that we can possibly hit at one time. Sorry, Karen, did you have something to say?
Oh, no, that wasn't me.
Oh, I thought it was you. Sorry.
That's okay.
I think that's basically all of our feedback for this. I don't know if anybody has some general questions they want to ask.
No, like I was gonna say, like we chose like mainly like email and Facebook because we are targeting an older age group, and like I was like thinking about like my mom in this situation because she's always on email and Facebook, but like we brought into TikTok because TikTok is like for all ages that technically are, and like I know that moms and parents are on TikTok, and I get my mom into TikTok too, like we make TikTok, so like that's why we incorporated that as well. And plus it's like a new trend going on.
Yeah, no, it was really, throughout their presentations, I wondered when TikTok was gonna come up. So I'm not on TikTok yet, but people are sharing the TikTok videos on Instagram stories, and then it's making me want to go on TikTok because I'm laughing so much. But yeah, I also have a toddler and another baby on the way, so I feel like I don't have enough time to dig into TikTok. But if I didn't have that sort of going on, I would probably be on there all day. It's very funny.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you again, everybody, for a great session.
Again?
Sorry?
What were the prizes again?
Oh, did we not announce them? Did we? No. Did I not say?
No, we didn't.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, you should probably know what the prize is. So we're going to give the winning team, each member of the winning team, a little sort of TIFF brand prize pack, which is going to consist of basically like a TIFF hat, TIFF branded hat, a TIFF mug, TIFF notebook, TIFF pen, and each person will get a pair of vouchers for regular price ticket at TIFF Ballet Box. So we're obviously not open right now, but when we are open, Ron will send your details to us, and we will mail those packages out to you guys, and then you can use the vouchers when we're back up and running. Probably like it would be a good time to use them in the fall.
Yeah, so the group that won, if you could send me your preferred email to my Humber email, I'll get that to Claire and team, and then she'll be able to follow up with you.
Yeah, right now we're closed. Our building is closed until July 1st, but I think after that we'll be in there and we'll be able to send that out to you. I'm really sorry that we don't have like a digital offer, but it's going to be great when it gets to you, I promise.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you again, TIFF. Good job.
Thank you, guys.
You are all winners. You all got here. They were all very polished presentations, really well done. And some of the things you learn when you pitch, you didn't know everything you thought you knew, and that's good. So, and in addition, thank you for the extra knowledge that TIFF has shared to you guys. It's good for you guys to learn from real event people who are marketing events. That's what this course is all about. So, and again, thank you very much, guys. If you were in my class, I'd be giving you a sweatshirt or something from the college. So I'm gonna have to arrange to get you something from Humber to thank you for the experience today. And Colin, are you still on the line? So Colin, our coordinator, was on the line. I'm not sure he's still on the line.
Yep, no, sorry, I'm here. I was on mute.
Okay.
I had a chance to talk to the students while you guys were off in your rooms. I didn't realize I was supposed to pop in there. So I had a chance to congratulate them all then. And I will send a formal email, but thank you very much to the TIFF team and Ron for doing this. There's nothing more valuable for students than being able to apply their classroom learning in a real world setting. So we really appreciate the time and energy and effort that you put into this, and you obviously take it seriously. And we really appreciate that. So thank you.
Great. Okay, everybody, thanks again. I will be putting this recording of this Zoom meeting on Blackboard. So if you want to review it, you can. You can see how you did. And if the TIFF team wants me to share that to them, I can do that as well.
Sure, yeah. And if anybody has any questions or wants a follow-up, like feel free to email Rod and he can forward it on to us and we can answer.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll sign off now.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Ron, I have a question.
Sure.
So it's about the tweeter assignment.
Yes.
How do you mark it? Like, do we take a screenshot and put it into a Word document and put it on Blackboard, or?
Yes. So in Blackboard assignment area, there's a thing saying social media posts, and I basically count them, and if you hit every week, you get the full mark. And if you didn't hit every week, but you said to me ahead of time, oh, could I make up something? And I said yes, then obviously you'll get your full marks.
Okay. And I have another question. So apparently for one of my tweets, I didn't put event 154, I put event 150. What should I do?
Just copy it and put it in as a post. It doesn't matter that much.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions, guys? Okay, I'm going to end the meeting there. Thanks again, everybody, for a great day. And I appreciate everybody's presentations today and everybody leading up to this. So you guys have a great summer. Hopefully we get out of this social distancing nightmare, but I think we will soon. Take care, everyone.